John 3:16. For God so loved the world, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Why, hello everyone. Good day. I have spent most of my day some of it being lazy and some of it getting ready. Clean shave, stuff like that. Now I'm coming over to the house to eat dinner, and we're gonna go to the Valentine's Eve Gala with some people from the drive later. Alright, I am in my nicer clothes, getting the mail right now, and we gotta go very soon, so excited though, so let's see how it goes. Hey guys, just got back, changed my clothes. You can see my jacket and shirt over there. Ties on the bed with my belt. It is 2 a.m. Got back a little bit ago, but my parents and grandma wanted an update. Grandma was still up and everything. I'm very hungry, so I'm gonna run out and grab a bite. Not too big, just 'cause it's 2 a.m. But I need something, so I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna go run out and come back. Had a good time. Obviously didn't vlog any of it. There was a lot of loud music at one point, and I didn't want to risk any copyright stuff, which I'm pretty sure would have popped up if I kept filming for too much. Learned how to dance. More on that later though. Alright. I think this vlog was actually pretty short, but I'm not entirely sure. I think so. But it was a pretty busy day. I'm exhausted. Of course, it's like 3:30 in the morning, so I should be, even though I didn't get up all that early. Had a good time, was kind of active while I was there. Learned how to dance, as I just mentioned, at this Valentine's Eve Gala. So they had some games. They had this, like an icebreaker where you go around and the guys had to ask girls questions, the girls had to ask guys questions, specifically, so get everyone talking. And then we went into the room and they did this dating game mock-up where first they had a bachelorette and 3 bachelors, and then they had a bachelor and 3 bachelorettes. And yeah, enjoyed that. That was fun to watch. And then they started the dance lessons, ballroom dancing lessons. They taught us how to do the Rumba, the Waltz, and the Salsa. And so they had us find someone we didn't know, the other gender, and then we started trying out what we learned first, the Rumba. And so I practiced that. I wanted to be paired up with someone who was a experienced dancer. So I was getting a lot of, good job, you're doing really well, and stuff like that, which I was just kind of like, okay, I guess I'm doing okay. Don't feel like I'm doing okay. I felt like I was bumbling around, because they knew what they were doing and I wasn't, so it was like, they were smooth and I was like, what, and I was like looking down at my feet the whole time and all that stuff. And then they told us to switch partners, so I went with someone else. This time it was someone I knew, who also happened to know how to dance. And so once again, it was kind of like I was stumbling, and they were like, "Oh, you're doing fine. You're doing a good job." Coach partners again, someone else who was again, at least seemed to have half a clue what was going on. Not as experienced as the others, but and then they had us not switch partners. They decided to teach us the waltz next, and so I started doing the waltz with this one girl, and it was easier than the Rumba. And they had to switch partners again, so I went over, I found one of my other friends at the drive, and she didn't know what she was doing either. So she was brand new at this, as was I. As a result, we both started out kind of weak, but improved together, and it was very fluid. Because it was just like, alright, we're both getting the hang of this together at the same time. And then they had us change partners again. I changed partners with someone else, one of my other friends. and she complimented me on how well I was doing because I got better at it when I was doing it with the previous person. And then they switch again, not partners, switch dances, and they taught us the salsa, and I stuck with this girl the whole time with the salsa, even though they were telling us to change dance partners. I was just like, this. The salsa was hard to do. Like, I'm just gonna keep working on it right here, and she was of the same mindset, so we both just like worked on the salsa for the rest of the time, and then they closed it out. They did some other more modern contemporary dances that I didn't know, like I don't know what they are. A lot of people were out there doing all these weird moves and stuff, and I'm like, I have absolutely no dancing experience, not just ballroom dancing, but every kind of dancing. So I didn't know any of those dances. And so I stood off to the side because it wasn't like they were teaching us how to do these dances. It's like everyone knew how to do them and I didn't, so I stayed out. Josh and Heather both went. Heather didn't do a lot of dancing. She did some, but she wasn't super comfortable with it, so she kind of stayed off to the side for the most part. Josh seemed to be out there doing what they were telling him to do, and it surprised me that he did that. It's weird. My eyes are dry, and my left eye was starting to itch a little bit just a little bit ago, so I'm having a hard time keeping them open all the way. The fan's going also. And on my screen here, I have my record button shows up on the screen itself, and it's literally circling my eye here. So it just looks really weird, and I keep looking at that and being distracted. Anyway, fun. They finished the dancing. They started the movie. We watched Princess Bride. It was a good movie. During the movie, a bunch of us went out and we used the photo booth that they had with silly little props and took a few pictures. And then some of the group decided that they wanted to go out to get some food, while the rest of us decided that we wanted to stay and finish the movie. And so 6 of us went out, including Heather, went out for dinner, and then the other, however many of us in my kind of core group of friends, I guess it was 4 of us, stayed put. Josh stayed put. And then the night ended after the movie, and we picked up Heather because she was still at the restaurant, and came home. You guys already saw I was hungry, so I got some food. So I came back, got some food, watched my one Friday night show, and now I am ready for bed. So I really did enjoy tonight. Like I said, it was very tiring, very exhausting. I had a shirt, tie, jacket on. I had to drop the jacket halfway through because it was just so hot, and I was still sweating. My glasses were sliding down my face, and I was like going like that. And I said, let's try a spin. And so we tried to spin, and while I was spinning, I grabbed my glasses and pushed them back up. At the same time, it was kind of weird. I'd do it again. Dancing, I enjoyed it. If I'm gonna do it again, I want to do it again soon before I forget the process. So who knows, maybe we'll get a group to figure out how to make that work. Anyway, like I said, I got my eyes all squinty for those 2 reasons. They're dry because I'm tired, and also because of the itchiness on this eye. But that's it for Valentine's Eve. Tomorrow or later today, depending on how you look at it, is, and for you guys it is today, or was today, depending on when you see this video, or will be later, Valentine's Day. I have something lined up with, again, my group of friends from the drive, tonight, tomorrow night, whatever, and so it should be fun, and yeah. So I have plans on Valentine's Day, but not in that way, but still it's something. It's exciting because I haven't really before. Alright, I've been talking 8 minutes on here, so just catching you guys up and sharing my experience. I should share my experience by vlogging it, but I never do. I was going to bring my vlog stick with me, and it would have been a lot easier to just pull it out and be doing whatever if I had the vlog stick out. And because I didn't, and I always have my phone in my wallet. My phone, the case chipped again. Another piece of it came off, broke off, and now I have like a weird thing around the back camera. It's not solid anymore. So I may have to get a new case and switch to one of my other wallets. But at least that will make it so my phone's a little bit easier to grab and maybe vlog with. So we'll see what I wind up doing there. But that's it for tonight. So for Donnie, Abe, George, and a very tired me, good night, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye.